Wait is an incredibly useful command to teach your puppy. It teaches them patience and self-control. And I love using this command for one very specific reason. When I'm out walking Freddy and he takes a poop, if you're a dog owner, you'll know how annoying it is to try and keep hold of your dog, find a poo bag, stand there struggling to open the damn thing. You get the thing open, the dog's trying to pull you in one direction, you're trying to pick up poo, there's somebody walking behind you trying to say hello to your dog, and you'll be amazed at how stressful picking up a piece of poo can be. And it doesn't need to be. So in this video, I'm going to guide you through exactly why the wait command is so important. I'm going to give you a step-by-step approach in teaching this command. And we're going to be looking at some common mistakes and troubleshooting tips. So if you're ready to help build some patience within your puppy, let's get started. So why is the wait command so important? Firstly is that it promotes self-control. The wait command helps your puppy learn to pause, even in exciting situations. Next is that it can keep your puppy alive. If your dog is walking towards busy traffic, an aggressive dog on lead, you can ask your puppy to wait and they will pause dead in their tracks, which means this command can be useful in everyday situations as well. Whether that's waiting for their food, not running out of the front door, or jumping straight out of the car when you get to the dog park into the road. So as you can see already, teaching this command is about teaching patience and installing safety into your dog. So how do we set ourselves up for success? First things first, and this goes across the board with teaching all new behaviors, and that is to choose a location that is distraction free. Your living room will be ideal for this. Next is to, of course, have treats ready, and an optional extra here is to have a training clicker. They are not essential, but if you have one and are unsure how to use it effectively, I have made a video which I'll put above my head here for you guys to go and check out. With all of these essentials in mind, you are now ready to teach your puppy to wait. Step one is to start with the sit or down. I personally prefer down. It's easiest to teach your dog how to wait when they are in a stationary position. When they are in the down position, I like to have a treat in my hand and I will place it in front of them. The puppy's goal here is to not paw your fist or smell your fist. And our goal is to reward the puppy with impeccable timing. The absolute second your puppy backs away from the treat or just stares at the treat without pawing you, reward that behavior. Our next step in this process is to increase that amount of time where your puppy is in the down position and not pawing at your hand to try and get the treat. Next is once they have started to demonstrate an understanding for this behavior, you can incorporate a word like wait or stay. Which word you use doesn't really matter so long as it works for you. If you want to take this behavior up a notch, you can start moving yourself away from the puppy whilst they are in this down position. But if you haven't reached that level yet, it's perfectly fine to stay within a couple of centimeters of your dog until they show you that they are starting to understand what you are asking from them. And the last step of teaching the wait is to incorporate a release command. You can use words like okay, or go, or okay then, to let them know that it's time to move and take a break from the wait command. This particular step is really important because when I'm out with Freddy and I ask him to wait, it's just as important to let him know that it's now okay to continue. So I can ask Freddy to wait and he stops and I say, okay then, and he knows that he can then progress and continue his walk. You should repeat all of these steps demonstrated in this video, and over time you can increase the level of difficulty by changing the environment and also taking more and more steps away from your dog while they're in the wait. Now let's go over some common mistakes to avoid. Firstly is trying to move along too quickly. If your puppy demonstrates the good behavior once, that doesn't mean that we can now run down the hallway and expect them to stay in that wait position. We should increase the difficulty in this training behavior by using baby steps. Mistake number 2 is not using a release command. Be sure to always release your puppy with okay or okay then, just so they can start to connect those words with okay, I can carry on doing what I was doing. And mistake number 3 is rewarding too late. As dog owners, it's really important for us to get our timing down to a T. A lot of training mistakes start within the dog owner by not treating the behavior quick enough. Once your puppy gets used to waiting, it's important to continue these training sessions to build up some consistency. In the beginning, if your puppy shows the ability to wait for half a second to 1 second, this is a huge progression forward. Gradually increase the duration of the wait over the course of time, and as always, practice in different situations like the living room or the kitchen where somebody may be cooking and making noises in the background. Now, how do we deal with common problems? Let's say your puppy breaks the wait too soon. If they do this, it's perfectly normal, they're learning something new, so just guide them back down into the sit or down and take it step by step. If your puppy is showing signs of frustration, we need to check that we're not asking too much of our puppy too early on, and we also have to make sure that we're not making the puppy wait too long for their reward in between wait times. If the puppy flat out ignores you and the command, it might be worth increasing the value of the treat. So if you're using some kibble, then maybe increase that monetary value to a piece of cheese or sausage. And remember, all puppies learn in their own time, but just know they will get it eventually. So remember, patience is absolutely key, and make these training sessions a daily habit. I like to remind myself that every day is a training day, even for my boy Freddie, who is 5.5 years old. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you need more help with this particular behavior, you can download my free ebook in the description box below this video.